Hello artists! I'm super excited to be trying our first virtual origami art lesson. To get started, we are going to prepare our surface. I'm going to assume that most of us do not have origami paper at home. Origami paper is paper that comes in the shape of a square and typically is white on one side and colored on the other. To prepare our surface, we are going to be first folding our paper to create a square, then adding color to one side, and finally cutting off the extra piece so that we go from that rectangular shape to a square. To start, I'm going to take my bottom corner and I am going to bring it up diagonally and lining this side of my paper up against the top side of the paper and kneading the corner right here, lining this up, making it straight, and then holding with my one finger. Instead of pressing this down and potentially shifting my paper, I am going to run my finger down, across and across. I should have what looks like a triangular shape with a little extra on the end. We are going to take our paper and fold it along that line. I'm flipping mine over and bending the paper and trying to line it up evenly. Notice again, I slid my fingers instead of pressing down. Now, it's time to open it all back up. This strip right here, we will be cutting off. I like to save cutting for the end because it will make it easier when we color. Now, what we need to do is we need to color the square. I recommend using crayon because it will move the quickest and be the easiest. If you choose marker, marker will be too wet and your hands will get messy, the table you're working on will also get messy, and your paper will start to curl from the water in the marker. The same thing will happen with paint, and with colored pencil, it'll just take way too long. Crayons are the best material to use for this. Since we are going to be making a bat, you can choose whatever color you would want for the bat. If you wanted something more traditional, you could do black. Something a little bit more advanced could be blacks and browns and grays. Or if you wanted to be different, pick a color or do a rainbow. I think I'm going to go for the more realistic look, so I'm going to take gray, brown, and I'm going to look to see if I have some black. Maybe I'll even put in a little bit of gold. I'm going to fast forward through the coloring part so we can move along. Now that we have finished coloring our paper and making sure that we get all of the edges, it is time for us to take our scissors and cut along that folded line. Once you remove that rectangle strip that we left behind, you should have a perfect square. If you want, you can fold it back on the diagonal line that we made before to check to see if any white paper is hanging off the side. It looks like I did a pretty good job this time. Now that we have this paper, we are ready to watch step 2. Step 2 is a video teaching us how to turn origami paper, or the paper that we've made, into a bat. But I want to remind you, this is something new that we're trying together. So there's no need to get frustrated. You can simply stop, go back, and try again. If there's someone at home that can help you, you can ask them as well. Remember, the most important thing in art is that you are trying your best. I hope you enjoyed this activity, and I can't wait to see the bat you create. Have a good one.